Hi everybody, Mrs. Wild here. So we are looking at the end of our fraction section and we are looking at adding fractions today. Now we looked at adding fractions last week if you remember, but this week we're going to be looking at adding fractions when the answer is more than a whole. So it sort of brings in all our learning together. You're going to need your Pell Maths book. 4B, and we're on pages 94 and 95. And you're going to have to bear with me today because my visualizer is not working. So we're going to have to do everything from the front camera. Right, let me share my screen. Where are we? Here we are. Adding fractions. So, first thing I'd like you to do is I would like you to pause the video and complete the starter. Pause it now. Okay, welcome back. Let's have a look then. Let's see what we can do. So we can see here that we have still got fifths, remember? And we have three of those things we call a fifth. I have 1/5 here and we're adding 3 of them. And I can see that gives me the answer of 4/5. I have 3 of them here and it wants me to add 3 more 8s, 2, 3, and that gives me a total of 6/8. So it was a good recap from your learning last week. And then we can have 3 8s, 2, 3, add 1/8 equals me to 4/8. There we go. So there were your answers for your starter. Right, what rule do we need to remember when adding fractions with the same denominator? Come on, we just looked at it in the starter. What do you think the answer is? Tell me. Correct. The denominator stays the same, only the numerator is changing. So when we add fractions with the same denominator, the denominator stays the same because thirds still become thirds. Okay, they don't miraculously become 6s or become 0s. Yeah, we need to make sure the denominator stays the same. Right, so let's have a look at this one. 3 7s add 4 7s. Okay, so I could draw my boxes if I wanted to. This is very rough, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I could do 1, 2, 3 7s, add 1, 2, 3, 4 7s, and I can see that it gives me the total of 7 7s. I could have done that without mine though, because I could have just added these two together and know that they stay the same. 7 7s. Oh, what is 7 7s the same as? Remember you're learning from Monday. 7 7s is the same as 1 whole. Well done. So let's look at this one. So remember, my denominator stays the same. I'm just adding my numerator up. 4/5 add 3/5. 4 add 3 is 7. Ooh, 7/5. Now, remember, so if I've got 7 things, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I know that 5/5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, that makes 1 whole. Okay, so I know I've got 1 whole, and then left over I've got 2/5. Remember doing our learning from this week, greater than a whole. So my answer is 1 2/5 or 7/5. Ooh, 4/5 add 3/5 again. They're the same, Mrs. Wild. I think Mrs. Wild must have been tired when she did this one. So let's have a look at this one. 8/5 add 6/5. Well, I know my fifths are staying the same. And I'm adding 8 and 6. What is 8 add 6? Come on, 14. Well done. Okay, so now I've got 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 fifths. And I know that 5 of them is 1 whole. Another 5 of them. Might have actually put 5 in the first one, wouldn't it, Mrs. Wild? Get one rid of there. Put that one in there. So I've got 1 whole, I've got another whole, and I've got 4 left over. So I've got 2 wholes, and I've got 4/5 remaining. Hey, look at that. You can do this with me. So now I've got 8 11s, add 6 11s. Well, I know my denominator staying the same. I still have 11s. 8 add 6 is 14. I know that from before. So again, if I did 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and I circled 11 of them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. That is my one whole. So I know I have one whole, and I have 3 of these things we call fifths left over. Yeah, there we go. So now it says, Tommy is adding fractions. Explain why Tommy is incorrect. 3/4 add 3/4 is 6/8. Oh, Tommy has made a real rookie mistake. Tell me what it is. Correct. The denominator, let me see if I can do this with a text box actually. Text box, there we go. The denominator shouldn't change. The answer is 6/4. Yeah, he changed the denominator, didn't he? Silly Tommy. Okay, Rosie, Whitney and Teddy have been for a walk. Rosie walked 5/8 of a kilometre, Whitney walked 7/8 of a kilometre, and Teddy walked 3/8 of a kilometre. How far did they walk all together? So we're going to get, adding up, so remember it's all together. So now I'm adding them all together. So I've got 5/8, add 7/8, add 3/8. And now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to know that my eighths stays the same. My denominator stays the same. So let's have a look. 7 add 3 is 10. So I've got add 5 is 15/8. So I know if I had 15/8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15. So I could say we've done 15/8 of a kilometre, but I could also make that much more simpler. So I know that 8 of these things is 1 kilometre. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is 1 kilometre. So I know I've got 1 kilometre and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7/8 of a kilometre. 1 and 7/8 of a kilometre. Okay, so we're going to go to our Power Maths books now. So it's Power Maths books B, pages 94 and 95, and we're answering all the questions. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Hello. And we're going to do this here. So I want you to try and have a go. All right, you've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. I want you to try and have a go, and then we're going to do it together if you've got a bit stuck or you're just marking it. Okay, so pause the video now and have a go. Okay, welcome back. So I can see here it says, Tino, the horse, eats 4/5 of a bale of hay on Monday, and he eats 2/5 of a bale of hay on Tuesday. So I've got 4/5 add 2/5. What fraction did Tino eat altogether? Well, I know I've got 4/5 and I'm adding 2/5. So let me look at that now. I've got 4/5 add 2/5. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4/5, and I'm adding 2/5. And I can see just from using this that that is also giving me an answer of 1 and 1/5. Because I'm using this to show me. Okay, so Tinu eats 1 and 1/5 of a bale of hay. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So we're going on to number 2 now. So we're looking here at number 2. Okay, so we're looking at number 2 now. So it says, Alexis runs 7/9 of a kilometre and she has a rest and then runs a further 5/9 of a kilometre. How far does Alexis run in total? So on here, I'm going to colour in 7/9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I can see that that's 7/9 because I can there see 7/9. Then she has a rest and runs a further 5/9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I can see here that it shows me that she's run 12/9. So it shows 7/9 add 5/9 is equal to 12/9. Now, 12/9, what is that the same as? So what you need to try and get in your head, guys, is 9/9 is a whole. So I've got 12 and 9 of them is a whole. So I'm going to take 9 away from 12. So 12 take away the 9, leaves me with 3. So I've then got, oh, it doesn't want me to convert it. Oh, if I was going to want me to convert it, it doesn't. It just wants us to say 12 9ths. But it would have been 1 kilometre and 3 9ths. Okay. Right, let's have a look at 3. Here we are. Work out the following calculations. Give your answers as improper fractions. Okay, I want you to ignore that. Right now, I just want you to give me the answers, okay? Nothing else, just the answers. So 3/4 add 3/4. Well, my quarters stay the same. 3 and 3 is 6, so it is 6/4. B, 2/5 add 4/5. Well, my fifths stay the same. 2 add 4 is 6, so I have 6/5. 5/12 add 11/12. Well, I know my denominator stays the same. It's still going to be 12. 5 add 11 is 16, so I have 16/12. Here I've got 3/10 add 1/10 add 9/10. Well, I know that my denominator is still going to be 10 and that I am going to add them up. So 3 add 1 is 4, add 9, or I could have done 9 add 1 is 10, add 3 is 13. That would have been easier. 13/10. I'm going to keep these as fifths. 3, 6, 9/5. And then 8 9ths add 5 9ths. If it's easier, I can draw it. So my denominator is still going to be 9ths. 8 add 5 is 13. There we go. There you go, look. But you could have done all these by just drawing your fraction strips, no problem. So match the calculation to the correct answer. So let's have a look here. Oh, some have been converted. So we've got here, oh, I'm going to go to this one first because I know that 3 7s add 4 7s is 7 7s, which is 1 whole. 7 7, that's still going to be 7s. 6, so 9 7s. Oh, 9 7s isn't on there yet, but that could have been transferred. So let's have a look. 9 7s. Well, I know 7 7s is 1, and then that's 2 left over, so it's 1 and 2 7s. Oh, 1 and 2 7s is there. Let's look at the next one. 5 7s add 1 7th add 6 7s. So my denominator stays as 7s. 5 add 1 is 6, add 6 is 12 7s. Oh, look, there's 12 7s, which must mean, let's have a look. We've got the answer of 7s. 6 add 5 is 11 7s. There we go. And you could have used this to help you if you needed to. Okay, so there's your answers. I hope you managed to do that, guys. You're doing an amazing job. It's so good that you're joining in. And I'll see you tomorrow for subtracting fractions. See you later.